Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for Aryna Sabalenka. Please raise your hand and state your name and organisation when asking your question. Aryna, feeling good to be back at Wimbledon?
Yeah, I'm super excited, super happy to be back, to be healthy, and to be able to compete at this beautiful tournament.
Aryna, Liam from Shots. We've seen your game evolve a lot over the last few years, and you've become sort of an all-service player. How do you find yourself coming into Wimbledon? Obviously, the grass season is much shorter, and after Berlin, how do you see your game?
Well, yeah, the grass season is pretty short. I wish we would have a bit more tournament, more opportunities. But I feel happy about my game, and I'm happy that I was able to play a couple of matches in Berlin, get ready for Wimbledon, and I had a good 1 week preparation here, and I'm just excited to start playing my first match.
Ben?
Ben Rothenberg, Bounces. I wanted to ask about your practice with Coco and hanging out, talking with Coco afterwards. There was a lot of discussion, especially U.S. media, about your comments after the French Open final. So I'm just wondering how all that's been for you, both the attention that's gotten and then also your personal relationship with Coco and wanting to.
Well, we've always been really good with Coco, and honestly, as I said in the statement, and I messaged to her, like, I didn't really want to offend her. I was just completely like upset with myself, and emotions got over me, and I just completely lost it. And I wanted to say it in person to her, but I wasn't sure if she's going to come to Berlin, so I had to message her to apologize and make sure she understands that I didn't want to offend. And of course, she got my respect. She knew it. She knows it. And I'm happy that she was like, yeah, it's all good. Don't worry. And yeah, as you saw the video, us talking, we were good. We were friends. So I hope the U.S. media can be easy on me right now.
Was it difficult getting that kind of attention after the loss?
Well, I mean, I did what I did, and I get what I deserve, I believe. And it was a tough time for me. I'm glad I had a book and Mykonos, so I could just get distracted by reading books. So yeah, I got back to reading. So the lesson is learned, and definitely not going to happen again. Into the magic shop.
Mine?
Aryna, you had some other nice practice partners this week, Novak and Yannick. Curious, just what was it like hitting with them and how they came about, and also with Novak, I saw like after the practice, you get some nice returns, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys were on court for like half an hour, right?
Yeah,
talking,
chatting.
And he gave you some advice and encouragement. So what was that like to get that from him and know you can speak to him, when you need it?
Oh, Novak is the best. First of all, I was able to hit with him, which is also not every guy would be able to do. And then you can chat with him. He will give his honest advice, and it's amazing to hear opinion of such a legend. So we were just chatting about stuff that I'm kind of like struggling a little bit, and I'm really thankful for the advice he gave me. And it was like 30 minutes chat, like if you give opportunity to Novak to talk, he's not gonna stop. I wish I could stay there for for hours and just keep chatting, but yeah, we all have our schedule. And honestly, hitting with the guys is just another level of intensity, and it's just cool to see, cool to see their level, And honestly, I hit with Yannick for 10 minutes. I was exhausted. I was like, oh my God, I don't know. It's just like another level. And then an hour with Novak, Now I'm recovered. I needed like a day of recovery. But it was great experience. And, when you see on that side someone like Yannick or Novak, you learn from them. You reflect what they do on court. And it was great for me.
Catherine?
Hi, Aryna. I just wondered whether you would love to face Coco in another Grand Slam final and get the chance to kind of lay the ghost to rest, or whether you'd rather see anybody but Coco in your next Grand Slam final.
That's a good question. Overall, I don't really care. If I make it to the finals, I don't care. But also, I would love to face Coco, and hopefully I will win, but then it doesn't matter what I'm going to say there, because if I win, of course, everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, of course, but I don't want to lose to show that, guys, I learned the lesson. I'm not going to be like that. So I don't know. In this case, maybe I don't want to see Coco if I make it to the finals. But if she's gonna be there, I'm happy because I want to get the revanche.
Hi, Aryna. Franklin Stoker, NOS Sport. I was wondering, what are your vibes? That is the first time also now at Wimbledon we won't see linesmen, lineswomen. On the other hand, how much faith do you have in the electronic line calling system?
What was the
Now,
first part? I didn't get
First
it.
part, what are your vibes that we won't now see any linesmen or women
Okay.
at Wimbledon also now for the first time?
It's a tough one. I don't have an opinion on like having a line umpires or don't have it, because I had tricky experience in both situations. Like I wasn't sure about the Hawkeye system being being right, you know, and also I had fun experience with the referee coming down and giving probably not the best decision, making not the best decision. So. But I feel like Wimbledon always been like with the line umpires, and it kind of like historically you see the referees there. So I don't know, maybe I would prefer that. But at the same time, I don't want to have that doubt in my head every time. I'm like, should I challenge or no? And you look and you like always like thinking too much, I'd say. So when you have Hawkeye system, you're like, you cannot argue with the Hawkeye system. So whatever it is, you agreed with every call. So. Probably, yeah. I'm leaning more towards Hawkeye.
But there's no more doubt in your head about the mind about that system.
I do have sometimes, but not really often. I wish that the referees, the chair umpire could, like, if he sees that okay, the Hawkeye is obviously wrong, if they would have that opportunity to make a change. Maybe that would be better.
Matt?
Hey, Aryna. Back here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're so far.
Yeah, sorry. Got here a little late. How do you balance the idea of, I don't know, do you want to get better at losing? I realize that sounds weird to say, but how do you balance the idea of sort of behaving a certain way or wanting to behave a certain way when you're losing, but also keeping up your intensity?
I have to say that usually after losing, I'm quite good. Like I can accept losing, of course, and then I usually never struggle. It's just like this time, it was super tough for me. I don't know why. Like emotionally, I wanted badly, and I was upset that I couldn't make it. And this time, the emotions took over me. But on court, like in the finals or like semifinals, sometimes I can get over emotional, and I would like to improve that. I would like to stay to the same mentality I have during the tournament, because it's a bit. I believe I get over emotional at the last stages of the tournaments, because like I have this like desire of winning, you know, and sometimes it's get over me and I can lose control over my emotions. So I would love to improve that at the last stages of the tournament. But honestly, after I kind of like glad what happened to me at Paris, because I was able to learn a lot and I was able to sit back and being open to myself, not try to ignore some things. And I think I realized a lot of things about myself in those last stages of the tournaments. And we spoke with the team, and I think we'll learn something, and I really hope it will never happen again.
Willie?
Aryna, what do you consider the aspects of being on the tour that create the most mental stress, the most grind during the season?
What is the question?
What do you think creates the most stress, the most
okay.
mental stress?
I believe we all badly want to be successful in this sport, and that's what creates the stress. If you see that like your dream or your goal is skipping away, you know, I think that's what creates the most stress. I think, and it's for everyone is different. Some people, they just don't have right people around them, and they feel kind of like not really safe and happy with the people around them. For me, the most stress is when I really want to achieve my goal and I see that it's not happening. Like that's what creates the most stress. It's for some people it's pretty loud. For some people it's just tough to handle the amount of traveling. We're all different, you know. So I cannot speak for everyone. But for me, it's For me, it's like when I see that I'm not doing my best and I'm not getting what I feel like I deserve to get, like meaning like winning the titles, or like I'm getting super close and then it just, skipping away, and that's what creates the most stress for me. But overall, with the years, with experience, I learn how to enjoy it, enjoy the journey, enjoy this life. So, for me, it's not super stressful.
Howard?
Aryna, Howard Fenders with the Associated Press.
You know that we're at Wimbledon and you're wearing Australia Open hat. But I love Australia Open, just so you know.
Apology.
I'm just kidding.
How much, if anything, do you know about your first opponent here? And if you are playing a player who maybe you haven't played or maybe even haven't seen play a lot, what is your process for getting ready to face
Well,
that
all I
player?
know that she's super pretty. Another day I opened social media and she was giving an interview. I think she just qualified and I was like, oh my God, this girl is so beautiful. And then I opened the drawer and I see I'm playing the Canadian girl. And I'm like, I opened her profile. I'm like, oh, this is the beautiful girl. That's all I know so far. But yeah, I leave that stuff for my team, and for sure we're gonna watch her matches. We're gonna talk about the tactic and everything. So that's all I know. And it's not easy to face someone you never seen before, and you never had a chance to see her game. But I'm glad now with the technologies and everything, you can watch as many matches of her as you want. So I know that I'll be prepared for her game.
Okay, last one here, Reem.
Hi, Aryna. Rima Wilid from The National. Petra Kvitova is playing her last Wimbledon, and she's going to retire at the US Open. I'm just wondering, what comes to your mind when someone tells you the name Petra Kvitova? What stands out to you the most in her?
Oh, she's such a fighter, and I had a lot of tough battles, and she's super nice. I remember like my first year on tour, and we played actually a lot of matches against each other, and I was struggling a lot against her, and it was a lot of great battles, and she always been nice to me, and she's just a nice person. And it's crazy to see that she's retiring, because I remember playing her when I just started, and you know, it's crazy, and I'm kind of like sad. I was thinking when I saw the news, like, come on, give it a try. Why would you retire? Keep going.
Come on, let's go, please.
Oh, really? Seriously?
I've been waiting for you for like half
Oh,
an
you
hour.
see, guys? Come on in here, we can talk, chat.
Okay.
They were asking about like what we've been chatting after our hit. You want to sit?
No, it's you,
No,
please.
it's me? You're gonna be a gentleman, I'll be nice to you.
Okay, well, let's please.
Sure?
So, what is the question?
They asked like what we've been chatting after our 1 hour hit. First of all, actually, let me ask a question. What do you think about hitting with me? How do you like see my level? Am I good?
I think you have the potential. You're like really talented player. You have nice strokes, good technique.
Thank you,
But
God,
I
thank
feel
you.
like, honestly, can I be honest?
Yeah.
You're lacking intensity on the court. You don't have enough intensity.
Really? That's what you're gonna say
Yes,
right
it's
now
too,
here.
It's too flat. It's
Isn't-
too flat. You gotta
Yeah?
lighten up a little bit. Like,
Okay.
Put some power in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before this guy was my favorite player, but not anymore, obviously. But yeah.
I think we're finished.
Oh, we finished?
Yeah, you ready?
Have fun. Please be hard on him.